Y'all, Alumni Brunch Club. It's our live interactive podcast with overflowing mimosas, hot topics, cultural moments, and Black achievements. Plus, the homecoming vibe is 365. Ow. I am Taria Williams, class of 2004. Murner Hall, Heritage Commons, all that jazz.
I am Tennille Gibson, class of 2006. Let me see you representing the comments. Didn't realize we were going to give our housing resume, but since that's out there, Holmes Hall, New Reds, and Heritage Commons, Clark Atlanta University.
Okay, all right. I'm glad I'm going last because I will shut it down with the class of 07. I'm Brittany, class of 07. I know 07 is deep in these comments. All right, I see y'all. And I need to shout out Bumstead Divas if we're going there. And I'm going to stop at that because I can't. Heritage. We should really shout out Heritage.
Yeah, we live there on campus.
Yeah. Okay, so I can shout out Bumstead Divas and Heritage Commons. And then I moved off campus. So, I mean, look at 07. Look at 07.
Et cetera.
Y'all see it's 07 in there. Hey, Trevon and Ivy. See?
Allison's representing for 06. I see Holmes Hall. Come on.
Well, how are y'all feeling today? It's our first show, our first ever Alumni Brunch Club. What's up? What's good?
I'm going to take a sip.
This is crazy. This is crazy. We started talking about this a long time ago. And the fact that February 21st seems so far off.
So far.
It's here. Oh, this is exciting.
It is.
So excited.
It's crazy because all of us have cheers. This is our first cheers.
It's brunch. I hope y'all in the comments got y'all's
I'm bougie. I got a straw.
Ooh, okay.
Sorry.
But real quick, let's just talk about how this came about. We really was trying to think of a way to give back according to our strengths. All of us work in some form of media. And this is not the Taria, Tennille, Brittany show. We're just trying to create a platform for not only Clark Atlanta, but all HBCU graduates and alums to come together and just talk, like our platform for us, by us, and friends. And you don't have to, it's for everyone. We're all connected to HBCUs in some form, whether even if you didn't graduate, you have a friend or a parent, we're all connected to this system.
Right. So all are welcome. Plus ones are welcome to brunch as always. So tell all your friends right now, if they're not here, they need to get here so they won't miss anything.
Pull up a seat. The table's gonna get crowded.
Yes.
Well, we got some friends with us. Let's bring them to the stage. Come on,
friends.
Camille.
Pull up a seat. The table's gonna get crowded.
What's happening?
What's up? Come on, friends.
What's up, y'all?
Philip. Okay. Some of y'all are watching yourselves right now.
That's probably Philip.
Philip, turn your thing off, Philip.
Yeah,
it's not me.
Come on, come on, old man.
It's always Philip.
Oh Lord, I'm the old man of the group. Hold on, how you work this thing? I think I drank too much. Lord have mercy. What
Lord.
Hold on.
The voice of Harlem. Get it together.
Oh Lord, I'm the old man of the group. Hold on.
How do y'all know it's Philip?
I drank too much.
Tennille.
It's not Philip. Oh, so it's me now. It's me now.
I knew it wasn't me.
It's not me. Okay, so okay, hold on 1 second, guys.
Okay, so
Everybody might need to mute.
Philip, can you try muting yourself?
I muted everything. I'm muted now.
Okay, I'm not sure where it's coming from, but let's get the introduction started. Camille Keefe, come, tell me how you feeling today, class of 2006. 15 seconds. Tell me how you feeling. Unmute yourself.
What's up,
Camille.
y'all? I'm feeling good. I had my 90s playlist popping this morning. I am unmuted. Can you hear me?
Muted.
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm feeling really good.
Okay, we'll take that.
She's hearing
I am-
something back.
It's like feedback.
She's hearing. You can tell she's hearing feedback back. What is going on, y'all? We've been on here for a whole hour and none of this has happened.
You know what it is? Hold on. You know what
it
it is? It's when you sit in a booth at brunch and you try to fit in people and it ain't no room. And then the person in the middle got to get out and go to the bathroom. It's like one of them situations.
Yep. So let us know. Are y'all still getting into can y'all still hear us?
I'm good. We're good. We're solid.
Camille,
Okay.
just in case you might have, in case you have another window open, maybe. Do you have YouTube open? We'll work it out. It's fine because we've been doing this since the start of the pandemic.
Amen.
And everything else. So we'll work it out. Will, how you feeling today?
Now.
I feel good. I feel good. I'm up early. I'm taking my morning away from the little ones, so I'm hanging out with the people. It's always good to plug into our AUC and CAU alums, and just happy to be with you, beautiful Black people.
All right, Phil, come on.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
How you feeling?
Listen, I'm feeling good. I know it wasn't me because I got a whole radio show and I know how to do this thing. And I think it's working right. Is it working right?
Well, yesterday you was having problems.
Don't bring up old stuff. That was old to me.
You living in yesterday.
Yeah, I'm so grateful. I'm just happy, and I thank God for everybody here. And I'm just excited to be here and turn up with you guys. I miss being at homecoming, so I'm turning up today.
That's right. Let's turn up. Okay, guys, we're so happy to have you here. Let's get this thing started. What's on the menu for today? We got a couple things we want to talk about. And I just want to kick it off by starting a conversation about this, okay? And we've talked about this, the three of us. So this is going to be an interesting thing because we all come from different point of views. So is it okay to wear other HBCU paraphernalia if you didn't go there?
No.
That's weird.
Look at these faces.
That's weird.
No.
I mean,
okay. That's weird. No.
Mm-hmm.
They did it in the 80s and the 90s on all the TV shows, and we be hyped when we see Martin in his Clark Atlanta hoodie.
But Martin didn't go to Clark.
And
right.
Queen Latifah
didn't go to Clark.
Go in her hoodie.
But that's different.
It's different because they're celebrities and they were trying to show love. But if I'm wearing, no. If I'm wearing Bethune-Cookman, people gonna
pride in this right here.
People gonna ask me what dorm I stayed at. I don't have an answer because I went to Clark Atlanta. I'm not gonna wear, Johnson C. Smith or North Carolina A&T. I'm just not gonna do it.
My whole family went to HBCUs. They all went to one particular HBCU. Shout out to South Carolina State. My mom, my aunt, my cousin. I don't even wear that nelia. And I feel deeply connected to that school. But let me tell you something. This right here, this is the only thing I'm wearing.
Only thing.
What y'all think? Will?
I personally think I think it's treasonous. That's the word to use? Like Brittany, I'm a fourth generation HBCU grad. I would only wear Clark Atlanta. It's like, why would I wear Kappa Nelia? I'm not a Kappa. You would see me wearing Omega Nelia. So, I mean, it's just the love that I have for my institution. But I saw my best friend Ivy said she would wear Morehouse paraphernalia. You know how I feel about y'all wearing Morehouse paraphernalia.
That's another show. That's another show. That's another show.
Wear it.
Another show.
But it's nothing wrong with supporting other HBCUs. Where are the African American colleges and universities? sweatshirt you're gonna wear that.
Oh,
Dr. Young said, "What about Hillman?"
What about Hillman?
It's fictitious. You can wear it.
And that's the school that unites us all. I mean, my passion for going to an HBCU came from watching A Different World. So I think Hillman is dope. I went to Clark Atlanta. It's weird for me to wear any other school. I mean, shout out to y'all that want to rep everybody. And I think, I work in higher ed. So I tell my students, go to the institution that fits you, but Clark Atlanta is going to be home. And I'm always going to represent Clark Atlanta.
Ivy brings up a good point. People wear PWI gear.
Harvard.
Because they sell it at Walmart. That's why.
Oh my God.
But Ivy, do you wear PWI gear?
Oh wow, my man went to Morehouse.
Okay, Allison.
But you didn't go to Morehouse.
Exactly.
Elgin Tucker talked to us. He said, "Wow,
she couldn't have gone to Morehouse. So does that make it okay? She not wearing Spelman, She couldn't have gone to Morehouse.
That's a whole nother conversation. I'm not getting in that.
And her mom went to Morehouse.
But I tell people, you represent what you feel like represents you. I mean, I can't tell Allison her husband went to Morehouse. That's great. Her family is a Morehouse family. It's an AUC family, so she's represented. It does no harm. It just feels like as a man who went to Clark Atlanta, I'm really not wearing a more. I shout out to BCY, shout out to Scoop, all the great Morehouse men that I know, Hoop, Bakari, everybody. That's an amazing Morehouse man. I did not go there. I'm not wearing it.
I think it's about I'm trying to find his name right now. I think about Donald Calloway.
I can't hear the host. I'm sorry, guys. I can hear my fellow guests, but I can't hear the host. It might be something on my end.
Oh no!
I'll chime in to say I'm only wearing my.
That's right, Camille.
Hold on.
She censored herself.
Do you wear band tees of like Nirvana, or unless you're Nirvana fans or Guns N' Roses? I think they're very cool looking, but I can't give you a song if I can't bust out in a song. I'm not wearing it. So.
I just wanted to bring up. There's a political consultant. Every time he's on TV, he went to a HBCU, but he reps a different HBCU every time he does a TV hit. And I think that's really cool because it's bringing awareness, to all of the HBCUs. And it's, I believe he went to Morehouse and, still went to Morehouse, represents all the HBCUs.
So you can only do it if you are famous and on TV.
I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it. I think, we should get into representing other schools. I'm not sure if you need to come to your own homecoming wearing another school's sweater, but
don't do that.
Show love.
Well, can I chime in here? At the end of the day, I really believe that we should support all HBCUs because there's an attack on Black people. There's an attack on HBCUs. So we should support. But for me and the love that I have, I will always wear Clark Atlanta University. I don't feel right putting on another HBCU unless it's like if I had kids and they wanted to go to college at a certain place. But we should always support our HBCUs.
Brittany Burns says she has a Howard hat.
Of course you do. Of course Burns has a Howard hat.
I think Brittany has Howard family, though, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, see, that's different.
I think she might have Howard family.
Do you have a Howard?
I don't have any Howard gear. I don't have any Howard gear, but I do have family. I went to Morehouse and Howard. So
And no matter what, I mean, I think we all realize when we get into the professional world, it's us. It doesn't matter what institution you went to, you share those common values with HBCU grads. And so there is no beef. There is no, I hate this school. It's a matter of, I went to Clark Atlanta. I have fortunately paid off those student loans, but those student loans came out for Clark Atlanta. And so I want to represent where that money went.
Exactly. I want to have a story behind my outfit. I can't tell you nothing that happened at Howard.
That's
like I can't tell you nothing that happens on the AKA line. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay.
Camille, there's something special about your jacket.
Show us your jacket, Camille.
Do they have lines? I don't think they have lines.
Wow.
No, not like that. We don't pledge. We don't pledge or hate.
Okay.
What are we
We're
doing?
going to remove you from the chat.
Wait a minute.
We're moving on to the next topic, Britt.
Okay, moving on, guys. All right.
I was defending y'all. I'm defending us. Let me shut up.
Hey,
Okay.
You're wilding.
We're moving on. Okay, guys. All right. Next up on the menu. What's a movie that you watched when you were younger that hit way different as an adult? I can start.
Yes, but kick this off.
So Love and Basketball was everything for me. Okay. Everything. Loved it. That thing hit different now that I'm adult. Because guess what? He was toxic. And I was like, yes,
don't do my man Q McCall like that.
No, I was like, Love and Basketball. That's like, look at them. They get back together, double or nothing. He was toxic from the beginning. He was not a good guy.
As a 9-year-old?
Okay, let's start at high school. He did push her down and give her that scar. Don't try it.
Or Phil to tell me what's going on.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
we gotta play telephone.
We gotta
tell me.
Camille, they're asking what movie hit differently that you watched as a kid that hits differently now. I'm drunk, y'all. Hits differently as an adult.
Tell her where I started.
She started with Love and Basketball.
Love and Basketball. She said the 9-year-old was a toxic man.
She called Quincy McCall toxic as a 9-year-old.
He was toxic.
He was 9. First of all, and we're not defending
her down.
Any type of abusive women. He was out of line. He should not have done that.
Mm-hmm.
But he was 9 and he was learning how to engage and how to deal with some of his issues with manhood. I don't know. Brittany, I don't know. Was he toxic?
And that's why we tell little girls, when they push you,
I was
when
fighting
they
boys
hit you,
back
that mean
when
they
I
like
was little.
you.
So that was
Camille, you're from Philly. You had a knife.
I was fighting them back.
Will.
I love Philly.
Okay, my movie.
That's a different conversation.
As much as I love this movie, I swear I love it to this day. Love Jones. It
Now,
as an adult, it's
who was toxic?
So toxic.
Yeah. Thank you.
They were both
Are we still talking about Love and Basketball?
No, we're talking about Love
Jones.
So now Love Jones and everybody in Love Jones was toxic.
Yeah, everyone.
Guys, I don't.
Darius Love Hall was just trying to love that woman.
That was a really normal movie, though. I mean,
shout out to Lisa Nicole Carson. I didn't know, and I'm gonna tell you this: I was a young man, and I saw Lisa Nicole Carson, and I didn't know exactly everything, but I knew that was it. I knew she was solid. She was, as a very young man, I was in love with Lisa Nicole Carson. Shout out to her.
Okay, so does that hit different?
Man, now it does for sure.
You didn't know what it was. That hit different.
Thanks, Nat.
So I have 2 movies that hit differently. If y'all don't mind.
Oh,
so,
sure. The Preacher's Wife.
Oh yes.
The Preacher's Wife was toxic, and Whitney was on some. Come on,
listen,
you're married, lady.
We're not gonna talk about Nippy. Somebody remove Will this time. So the first. Thank you for moving my profile.
Oh my god.
The first movie would be Crooklyn, because it changed my. When you think about the loss of your parents, because you have a lot of people that are losing parents. But as a kid, you would never think that, that your parents, but you get to that age, and I'm a man, but this movie, Waiting to Exhale. Everybody knows Savannah. No, that wasn't a good man, Savannah. And her mama said it was a good man, and it wasn't.
That was not toxic. That was in real life. That's not toxic.
But the relationship aspect of the movies, you just see as an adult. You don't realize as kids what adults go through. You're like, damn, this shit is real. Oh, I can't cuss. This is real.
What's crazy about
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm messing up today.
What's crazy about Waiting to Exhale is that we are those women's ages now, and I'm like, hold up. You know what I mean? Because when you look at you watching that movie as a kid, you're like, oh, this is fun. I'm watching a grown-up movie. You feel like you belong in the room or something. And now you're watching it as an adult woman. I don't have any children. I'm not married. And so
you're not burning cars.
Oh my God. This is my life. It's like being Mary Jane or something.
I know.
That's true. They're responding to you, Camille.
Well, Camille, we don't. Are you burning cars?
Are you burning cars?
I'm not. Are you burning cars? I'm not saying you are burning cars. I'm asking.
No.
Okay.
But what I would do is, if something like that happened to me and I became so enraged, I would just really just screw up your life. Like I would mess up your credit. I would just ruin your life. Like I would
not
just have to be a little bit more smart.
Y'all are fixing my life.
Wait, but my movie is The Color Purple.
The Color Purple is her movie.
And I'm thinking to myself, how was I watching this as like a 9-year-old little girl? I wasn't supposed to be watching this movie. And now I'm just like in tears for 95% of the movie. It's not really a happy movie. It's very like disturbing. And so now I'm watching it and I'm just like, I just can't, I can't get it through my head.
Yeah.
But yeah, Color Purple is mine.
I got an unpopular opinion. I might get my black card vote, but I do not like the Color Purple. I never have.
Camille Brittany said she does not like the Color Purple.
I am not a fan. I don't know. I know. I don't.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
I can't hear nothing.
It's just, and the thing is, I can appreciate
Shut her out.
it.
Tennille, shut her out.
Got her. Hey, on your own show, you can get kicked out of your own.
He's out of here.
It be your own people.
Anyway, I can watch The Color Purple and completely appreciate what it is.
I can hear you.
But
It was Brittany.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I don't know if it was Brittany, but I can hear her.
Can you hear me, Camille?
Taria, say something.
Hello.
So maybe we all need to drop out so she can hear us.
No,
she can hear me. Bye,
Taria.
How y'all kick Camilla, Tanilla?
Can you hear me? Oh my gosh.
Kick everybody out. Kick them out.
That's what it is.
Hello.
Taria.
Hello.
We live. Now we got it.
You can hear it. Okay.
I'm back in business now. All right.
God.
Anyway, what I was saying was
Your IT team could never. Your IT team could
Never.
Never.
Well, if you didn't kick me out the first time, that would you wouldn't have started that.
Wow.
See,
All right. Proceed.
So-
Proceed.
No, but what I was saying is, I can totally appreciate. Shut up, Philip.
What's happening?
I can totally appreciate what The Color Purple is. It's a beautiful movie. I get it, but I don't ever have to see it another. I don't have to see it another day ever again.
Bless y'all, because
I'm watching it every time.
But I love that y'all came up with these amazing movies that uplift Black people. I don't have that. Mine is Def Jam's How to Be a Player. First of all, listen.
That is toxic.
I'm gonna tell
That's
you.
toxic.
And no, he was toxic. I'm not saying that these are good things. What I'm saying is it heavily influenced me as a 12-year-old when I shouldn't have been watching it, but was. But I look at it as an adult, and I'm like, first of all, this man was rich because everybody in movies has apartments and things, and he had this like dope loft with all these shoes, and I just thought, like this is what adulthood is.
Life.
But just looking back at how he engaged, is like this is so unrealistic, bro. Like somebody would have shot you in the chest, okay? Because
not in the arm or the leg, in the chest.
In the chest, because you're playing you're playing way too many games. And yeah, Bernie Mac for sure would have shot him. Like Mac from Chicago, so he had the thing on him. He had it probably under his seat. He would have caught him at the dry cleaner and ended it all. So, but I loved How to Be a Player. It's definitely a great movie. We just rewatched it the other day.
Okay.
I think I'm last. Am I last?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think for me, but still like in a good way, and I have to shout out Will for this. I remember, I'm dating myself. He said this 10 years ago. He said, man, we're in the best man time of our lives. And that stuck with me.
Damn.
When he said that. And then it's like the first one.
Yeah.
The first one. The second one is trash. I'm gonna say it. The second one is trash. I love y'all. Kick me out. I didn't want to see her die. I didn't need to see her die.
Oh, Camille,
he needs to go.
That's a reality. Thank you.
Yeah. Not that slander on this stream.
Not on this
when they're about to come out with the third part.
Right.
And the third one would be good. But why did they have to kill my sister off? Come on.
It wasn't a
Spoiler alert.
It was not a holiday movie.
I went to it for Christmas.
During Christmas, exactly. That wasn't right. That was not right.
Shout out to Philly.
They had a whole Christmas. They were there for Christmas.
And then they killed her.
She cheated on her husband, though. She cheated on him.
Hey. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. No. They were broken up. They were broken up. They were broken up. It was a break. In the words of my boy Ross, it was a break.
Well,
a whole nother show.
Wow.
That don't mean she had to die the next time.
Thank you. You cheat on me, there are consequences.
All of y'all are savage. Savage.
Look, Courtney said I cried when Morris broke down by the grave. Me too, sis.
Me too. Me too.
That was the thing.
They had to have that. They had to put that in there so you could.
Did they have to?
And look, we were feeling.
Yeah.
We felt.
Because when his shoulders went, he was like, girl.
Okay. Wait, question, since we got on this topic, this is way off topic, but it brought us there. Did y'all see that they're about to do the TV show?
Yeah,
how do y'all feel?
I'm excited.
I'm with it.
It's like a Black 30 something. It's a Black 30 something.
No, so the best man is doing a part 3 on one of the streaming services, and it's bringing back the entire cast to do it. So it's not a movie, it's not one show, it's like a series broken down in chunks. So we don't know what could happen. You know, somebody else could get married,
more death,
kids, more deaths,
divorce.
But
nobody else better not die. I know that much. It's too much. I don't know series.
It's too much.
Yeah.
How many years y'all gonna do this?
There's a hater in the
Grey's
comments.
Anatomy?
If you didn't cry when his wife cried, you don't have a
I'm about to cry now. Think about it. Let's move on.
But did y'all cry when that dog popped out the couch on Crooklyn? I did. I was in tears.
Okay. All right. Queenie. We knew this was gonna happen.
Phil, drink some water, Phil. Drink some water, Phil.
The eels.
That's not water. That's not water. That's not water.
Wait. Y'all.
I hope Coming to America 2 is awesome.
Yeah, I hope
I'm gonna be sick if it's not. But it looks amazing. It has so many amazing people in it. It's got to be amazing. Come on.
It's gonna be
I don't know.
Don't do that.
I'm nervous.
No.
I'm very nervous.
I'm nervous, but I'm hopeful.
They got my boy Wesley in it.
It's the mimosas.
It's a lot of people.
I'm looking forward to it. I hope that Coming to America is a continuation of the legacy of that film. That first film is flawless. I mean, I think Eddie Murphy is one of our comedic gods, and I'm just hoping that they brought it to. I can't wait to see Eddie return to the stage. I hope they get him back on the stand-up stuff, because Eddie's amazing, man. Amazing.
He is. Yeah, I agree.
So let's hope. Let's be all be hopeful that it's going to be what it is we need to do. One more thing on the menu, guys. Okay, it's 2021. Just recently, I think it was last week, there was a post going around social media of a denial letter from Emory. Jamila.
Oh yeah.
From Emory.
Shout out to Dr. Young.
Dr. Young here. We love you still, but there was that denial letter from Emory saying that they were not accepted into, I think, medical school because they were Negro. Right. It's 2021. Do you still find
the term they use then?
Negro. So do you still find that you have to defend going to an HBCU now? I mean, back then we could only go to HBCUs, and that's why they were founded. So now that we have the opportunity to go to a lot of different institutions, choosing an HBCU, do you have to defend that? Is that still a good choice? Go, Phil.
This is a topic that because I'm an educator as well here in New York City, I've had to defend HBCUs, and this is I'm not against anybody, to Africans and Caribbeans here in the city because they don't believe in HBCUs. Well, the school that I worked at, and some of the people who worked at the school with me are in the chat. They didn't believe that the schools they're needed, that they're not useful. And I've had to defend HBCUs pretty much every day. So I had to leave that school and go to a school in Harlem. But it's sad when you have to defend it with your own people. You get sad when you have to tell them the history and the purpose why the schools are there. And that's something I just don't like doing. So I wanted to I left Brooklyn, which is heavy Caribbean and African, to go to work in Harlem, which is heavy African American, where I didn't have to explain my people and my purpose and our purpose.
So yes. I had one question about that though, Phil. If you were explaining it, was it still not received well? Because it's okay to have to. Okay, still not received well.
It was not received well, and I can shout out to Ayanna Wells, who worked with me, who's one of your neos. We worked together on getting people to Clark Atlanta. We actually helped a couple of kids get scholarships and into the university. And the guidance counselors, they didn't want to even touch HBCUs because they didn't offer money. They didn't offer them like the full packages, which is a big thing that we all know because a lot of us had to pay significant amounts of money. But that was a huge thing in trying to overcome. You won't get a job when you graduate from HBC. You won't be this when you won't have the connections and so and so. So it was a huge battle and a struggle working at schools here in New York.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just bringing up, this is a concept too. HBCU for undergrad and go wherever you want for grad school. That's kind of like the track, I took. But definitely in the workplace, I'm forever shouting out Clark Atlanta. It helps having Northwestern on my resume, but I definitely took along find a way or make one while I was at Northwestern. I that motto stayed at the top of how I got through Northwestern. So.
Was it important for you to go to a PWI institution for grad school because you went to an HBCU? Or did that matter? Put on the spot. Sorry, Tennille.
No, you're fine. To be honest, I couldn't find a job when I graduated from Clark. I can't blame Clark. TV is tough to break into. Many times you have to start in a small town. It was tough. I couldn't find a job. I felt very lost. What should I do? And that was part of the decision to go to Northwestern. And after attending Northwestern, I got a job with that summer. I graduated. So I take what you will. But yeah, that was part of my decision of going to the top journalism school in the country.
Light flex. I see the Emmys on the back. I just want to shout out to the Emmys.
Just 4 of the 7. Just 4 of the 7.
Just 4 of the 7.
You know what's crazy? We always say like, if you weren't there, you wouldn't understand. Like when we talk about like homecoming or just the HBCU experience, I've even noticed there is a particular PWI in Philadelphia that kind of deems themselves as an honorary HBCU because there are so many Black people that go there. Negative.
Temple
University.
Is this Craig? Shout out to Craig.
This Craig and him. And I'm like, no, not particularly to him, but no, and it's funny because I don't feel like I have to defend anything to anybody, but that's just my personality. But it's like. It's funny because I've never had to kind of like talk up my university to anyone that wasn't Black. So when you said that, Phil, I was just like, damn, like that really is happening. I've never been in that situation. Yeah. But like, of course, in the workplace, it's like Clark Atlanta, where's that? Right.
Things like
that. So then you have to get into this explanation of what an HBCU is, why they were created, blah, 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 right? And it's almost like an explanation, but not defending it. I went to that school because that was my choice. Right. But it's funny how in our community, those that didn't go to an HBCU kind of really wish they did, but will never really admit it. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't have to defend anything. You want what I got. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird.
I work with college students now in higher education, and I'm always explaining you need a foundation to move through this world. And Clark Atlanta is that space. Clark Atlanta and any HBCU is going to give you the belief in yourself. It's going to give you the resistance, the persistence, and the resilience to make it through anything. Our motto is find a way or make one. And if that doesn't show itself in every part of our life, I don't know what does. And so I constantly tell students that, HBCUs give you a contextualization for how to exist and achieve as a Black person in America. Because you're going to be constantly faced with these things, these challenges and barriers that you have to go around, that you have to go through, that you have to go over, and HBCUs do that. Even when you get to a PWI, if you go to a PWI for grad school or any other degree, you're still going to use the foundational things and strategies that you developed at that HBCU to get you through, because the support's not the same. The language isn't the same. The power that you develop at an HBCU is unlike anything else in this life. And, as a parent of 2 small children, I pray that they go to Clark Atlanta. But if they end up at Spelman, Morehouse, Howard, or any other, or Hampton, shout out to Hampton. If they end up at any other HBCU, I know that they'll develop this superpower and be able to contribute to Black excellence.
Basically, we only paying for Black colleges.
Hello. We'll tie that up in a nice little bow.
He did. It was very quotable.
Yep. He tied that up in a nice little bow.
Alpha 5.
Yeah, he did.
So
Shout out to Alpha 5.
Shout out Sigma chapter.
Okay. Let's just all start strolling.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey,
I was playing.
come all out.
Hello. Friends.
Did we go too far?
Friends.
Did we
Too
go
far.
too far?
Let's
Too far?
friends. Come with
That's
me.
fine.
Come with me, friends.
And
Okay.
Just
All
a
right.
bit. Just a bit.
I'm done.
Okay, friends.
I'm done.
They got
No
my
more.
lines.
Y'all are deep in the comments. I love it.
Okay, friends. So thank you, Will, for tying it up in a nice little bow because you did that. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
So now,
Thank you.
everybody, if you don't have anything in your glass, then you need to make sure that you have something in your glass. It's time for a toast to Black excellence. Okay. Is everybody prepared? Y'all look at that merch.
I love his glasses. Thank you guys.
Oh, I
for this.
forgot.
Tennille.
You got
for
about
real.
50 glasses.
Just thankful.
Tennille's-
Okay.
Shout out to y'all for these glasses, though.
Come on, merch.
Come on,
It's
merch.
cute.
Come on, merch.
Come on.
But can I
Okay.
have a complete set, please? Are we
Yeah.
really selling these? I'll purchase them.
It's always one. It's always one. It's always
Guys.
one.
Okay, guys. Okay, gotta keep this thing going. Okay, this is what we're toasting to. A former Morehouse student, Bryce Thompson, 24, recently awarded $100,000 in scholarships to 10 historically Black colleges and university students to kick off Black History Month.
Love it.
That's a blessing.
24.
That's a
He's
blessing.
24.
Mm.
I know we all love to get back to our institutions, but at 24,
That's
Wow.
fire.
he was
That is
thinking
cute.
about this. And he
That's
gave
fire.
to not only Morehouse, because he went to Morehouse, it was Howard, Hampton, Prairie View,
Wow.
Bethune-Cookman, Livingston College, Philander
Yes.
Smith College. Like he
Gosh.
did that.
Mhm.
And so Thompson is the co-founder of a trade house investment group, a multi-million-dollar company designed to teach financial literacy through investment strategies and provide a platform that offers economic and social advancement to traditionally disenfranchised communities. So cheers to you, Bryce.
Cheers.
Doing that thing.
Cheers.
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 To Bryce.
Cheers.
All right. Okay, so I'm turning it over to Tennille.
Well, we're just going to have our panelists go backstage for a little bit because we have some special guests we want to bring up. So, guys, can you hang around and we'll talk to you soon?
We'll be right
Thank you,
here.
guys. We'll be
Drinking
here.
and stuff.
Thanks,
I might be
guys.
drunk, but
That was a good way to start the show. But this is our second part of the show with our special guests. It's our interview with Juwan Mass, Dalen Spratt, and Marcus Harvey, better known as the Ghost Brothers.
Yo, I'm sorry. I was in the car. I gotta take my do-rag off. I was in the car. My bad.
He was parking.
Right.
Marcus showed up to brunch with
I
his
was parking.
do-rag on.
I was just go ahead,
You
guys.
look
Hey,
you going to the late service, Marcus.
hey, I got
You got the
two
turtleneck on. He
services.
getting the waves,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
My
I
man
got two
does have
services
a
after this.
turtleneck on. You do have a turtleneck on, Marcus.
Listen, I had to count the money at the first
Mm-mm.
service. I came here to do I came here to the brunch because I knew
The
my
brunch.
people was gonna be at the brunch.
Right.
Thinking
Okay.
Marcus.
Then I
The
got-
kids are at Sunday school. The kids are at Sunday
The
school.
kids are still
Yeah.
at church, so I
Okay.
can't be here that long. So don't even
Okay.
tell my wife I'm here, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Got it. Got it.
Secret.
I hope she's not
Where's the
watching.
Where the drinks at, my nigga? I'm sorry.
Deacon Marcus.
Oh, okay. Tennille, I think we have a trailer to show of their new show, The Fright Club, on Discovery Plus. Can you tee it up?
Get ready to declare me the paranormal clip champ. Hey, we'll see. Okay. We'll see. Alrighty. Just a bar, casual, hanging out, no big deal. Security camera. Oh. Look at that. Yeah. Watch it again. And boop. Wow. Wow, Wow, that had some
it hit her with like a good game.
It had some torque to it.
Seriously.
But look, why are you trying to be Captain Save a bartender right there in the corner?
Who threw that?
Who did that? I would defend your honor. He jumped up late.
Don't do it.
You're on probation, man. She's not worth it. The ghost is not worth it. But I love her, Tony. The ghost is not worth it. No, that's a crazy throwing of a cup, man.
Y'all crazy. I love it. Okay, let's start from the beginning. How were the Ghost Brothers created?
That is funny. It started.
Guy from the we had some pollution. I'm sorry. Oh, this is not Captain Planet. Go ahead, Dave. Go ahead.
No, it all started probably me and Jawan was roommates. This is after we graduated school, and we was working on the Monique.
I'm sorry. What school did you go to?
Oh, we went to the illustrious Clark University.
Okay, hey. Just add that in there.
Yeah, you gotta let it know where we graduated from.
Okay.
So it was we was working on the Monique show at the time, doing wardrobe. And I remember I just had this crazy idea one night. I was up real late and I was watching one of these ghost hunter shows that was on TV at like 3 a.m. And I didn't see any representation of myself on any of these shows. There were never any Black people hunting ghosts. And I was always curious to why that was. My mother's a pastor of a church. I grew up in church my whole life. And I was always taught that, you don't play with spirits like that. You only acknowledge, God and angels, but you don't touch ghosts or demons or anything like that. So I was just curious to why that was. And, we was at that age where we were being curious and we had that thirst and that energy to go out and try new things. And we went out and decided to go ghost hunting one day and videotaped it. And literally God blessed us probably about 5 years later that a network saw what we had put on YouTube and came knocking on the door. And we were blessed with the opportunity to do Ghost Brothers.
Mm-hmm. So wait, they just ran up on your YouTube link?
When I tell you, God works in mysterious ways.
Come on, Jesus.
We literally put an ad probably 5 years prior, just looking for other Black people that was doing ghost. Go ahead,
bro. Like we weren't even trying to necessarily be on the show. Like, we were really just trying to push the idea because it was something new. Like we were like, yo, there's got to be Black people who are paranormal investigators. Like it can't just be like non-existent. And when they hit us up, it was like really awkward that nobody else existed other than us, and we filled that void. It was crazy.
Yeah,
that's come on, God, come on.
Mm-hmm. So you started with the show The Ghost Brothers, right. and now you have a new show called The Fright Club. Tell us about that one and how it's different.
What would you say, Marcus? How would you describe it, Marcus?
I'm sorry, I'm getting all my stuff together. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry. But no, we actually came up with this idea. We were filming the new episode of Ghost Brothers. And at this time, one of the production companies said they wanted to try this idea with Jack Osborne and us. And it just worked. And this is right in the middle of the pandemic. So, everybody was kind of like inside the house at that point. There was a lot of uncertainty, and we just kind of like rolled it into the schedule that we already had, and it just like clicked. So it's dope.
Why Jack Osborne? Why? What does he have to do?
It's funny how these networks work, because they're big companies. So Jack Osborne has probably one of the other largest brands on Travel Channel with his shows, Portal to Hell, and he had a show with his parents. And then, of course, we were the only minority show on the Travel Channel, being the Ghost Brothers. And I think they saw us. We met up somewhere for an event that they had all of us at. Vegas. Right? And they saw the chemistry that we had with Jack. Okay. When we tell y'all, listen, man, when I tell you Jack is like one of the coolest people you would ever meet. Like
he's invited to the cookout.
I believe it.
No, he might be cooking at the cookout. Like y'all don't know Jack for real. No,
Jack would have been the only white guy at the HBCU. He would have been like, I want to get the experience of the whole Black culture. So I decided to go to CAU. It's amazing. I loved it. I pledged out. I pledged Kappa. All the that's what it would seem like he would do. He's dope, bro.
I knew Jack was real. One night after we finished filming, it had to be about 10 or 11 o'clock at night. I needed to go somewhere in LA and we didn't have a rental car, but Jack lives in LA. And he was like, "Oh, no worries, Dalen, I'll drop you off." And I was like, "Jack, you might not need to be going where I'm trying to go, Jack."
And Jack was like, "Brother, I've been all over LA.
Right.
I'm me. These is more streets."
Real quick though, Dalen, before you tell that story, why you turn around to see like an old man to see if somebody was listening? You was like,
it's I don't need my old lady here and stuff.
I wasn't supposed to be out. I told I was gonna be inside.
I was supposed to be in my hotel room.
Hey, listen, I told now don't tell Cicely I was out here.
I mean, back to your point, Juwan, and I think Dalen, you touched on it too. Like in the trailer we showed on Instagram, Marcus, you were showing Bigfoot's toenail, and I know I'm not touching. I don't want to see. I don't want to be near it. So, how did you? Black people typically don't like ghosts or supernatural, like you said. How did you spin that notion to gain a fan base? And what does your fan base look like?
Well, you know how Black folks, the only ghost that we abide by is the Holy Ghost. You know what I'm saying? That's the only ghost. Come on now, Robo Shot.
Yes.
Robo Shot. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. It got serious for a second. I'm sorry.
Two more.
It got serious for a second. Here. Okay.
They say when more than one is gathered.
Hey, let's go.
Let's go.
How y'all talking about Jesus? Keep going.
It's the sacrament. It's the sacrament. It's a little toast.
No, it's dope that I think with us, we actually our fan base right now is like really middle America, like what they say, middle America. We have a lot of people who wouldn't normally rock with us, but because they see our personality on like a episode basis, they like, I rock with y'all, you know what I'm saying? And then now we're kind of starting to try to, just get our people to rock with us a little bit more to see like, we doing the same things that you would do out there. So I think that's what's like really allowed us to be different, is that like we kind of bring soul to like the paranormal, you know what I'm saying? Like the paranormal was like really like, it's bland, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, is anyone in here? Hey, and then we come in there with like, we come in there dripped up sometimes. We come in there like talking our lingo. We come in there like really just having a good time, like having a good like collaboration. Like just we respect each other in every way. So when we come on these projects, it's just like easy. It's like it's just easy.
Yeah.
I think what was dope for us is like we just were an authentic version of ourselves, like just a culture, right? When we got started, we didn't have anything to compare it to. So we really went forward with just being ourselves. And that resonated with people. As far as like our fan base, it's like middle-aged white women in these small towns who probably would have never had any interaction with an African-American outside of their television set. And so when they meet us, it's completely different. But then like, they show a whole nother side when you like see them on social media and they'll talk about how they don't agree with like Black culture, so to speak. Like it'd be a whole ordeal.
You being nice, man. You being too nice to these people, bro.
Okay.
I was seeing where we was going. I got a turtleneck on.
I ain't trying to be. It's not about being nice. It's just about understanding like where the other mindset is, bro. And it's just I think that like we're in a really interesting place to kind of see both sides and objectively have that opinion. Yes, some people say things that are off the wall, but like you gotta, if you know who they are and their exposure, it kind of lends to a certain level of understanding that what I'm saying we have.
Yeah.
That's a very good. You see, Juwan got that he preached earlier voice. It sounds like everything he's saying is making super sense. You know what I'm saying? He's very right in between. Like, but that's real though, because like every time we do go out to these like events, there's like no Black faces out there. There's like maybe 10 people, Black people will come up to us throughout the whole conference, but it'd be like literally 1,000, white women just like coming and be like, "Hey guys, I love your show." But like you said, you'll go on their Instagram and they'll say something like, "All lives matter. I can't believe these," and it's just kind of like a very weird thing to see how much love that they show us in public, but then their mindset when they're not around us. It's just a very unique way to look at like America right now and see how, like you said, the lack of exposure, like really, because we went to There's a time we went to Seguin, Texas. Texas.
Where?
Seguin, Texas. Hell, son, where everybody talks like that. Hey, listen, I tell you, I got a Ford F-150 right in the back. I got it held up. That's how they talk. This guy was a sheriff. He was a sheriff, and this was right in the time when I think was it Mike Brown or when was this happening, guys? When a whole bunch of shootings were happening.
It was 2015.
And so there was just a super divide in the country. Trump had just got elected. Maybe he had been 2 years into it. There's a whole bunch of crap going on. It was just like he was just looking at us like we were going to save his family's life going in there. You know what I'm saying? Just to like for the paranormal aspect. But then you know that he probably, if there's another brother who lives in that city, he's talking about them in some type of like disparaging way. You know what I'm saying? Looking at them in a totally different way. So it's just unique to see how the lack of exposure to all cultures allows us to continuously stay divided and and toxic towards one another, like we all said earlier.
Come on, turtleneck.
Well, what?
Come on, Marcus.
Okay, everybody watching, if you have a question for the Ghost Brothers, put it in the chat and we'll ask them. But here's another one. What's the craziest ghost situation that you've been in? Like, have y'all seen the girl from The Ring?
Nah, I know.
Have we met her?
Keisha?
Right?
About Keisha?
Is that a thing?
Keisha. It's definitely Keisha. Now, I think for me, mine was probably happened to me was probably my very first experience. So when I was 7, I was visiting my grandmother's house. She stays in West Texas, a small town called McCamey. And when I was there visiting her, I had an older cousin who was like 20. She had a best friend. Her best friend was dating this guy. They got into a domestic dispute. He went to his car, got a gun, came back. He shot her and himself. She ended up living. He ended up passing away. Mind you, this is a very, very small town. So everyone knew everyone. So my grandmother and her best friend actually took me to the funeral home to see the body of this young man. Mind you, I'm 7. This is my first time ever seeing a dead body. And I remember walking in and my grandmother's friend asked me at 7 years old, had I ever touched a dead body before?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Yeah. Like some type of weird gang initiation. And I was like, I've never touched a dead body. This woman grabbed my hand and put it on the chest of this man in the casket.
Oh gosh.
And literally, I remember just looking up at my grandmother and just like thinking, like, you're way too old to be hanging around bad influences. And like literally, I snatched my hand back and my grandmother rushed me out of the funeral home. And I swear to God, that night, it was probably about 3 o'clock in the morning. I was laying on my grandmother's couch in the living room. I woke up and in the kitchen was that same guy standing in the kitchen staring at me. And I remember just screaming as loud as I could, man. Like so much my grandmama came in and just grabbed me. And ever since then, I always wondered, like, was I dreaming or did dude really, really show up that night? Like, was it a form of an attachment? Like, what could it have been?
You hit that high pitch scream, didn't you?
Man, listen. You would have thought who was in there.
Can I ask you this, Dalen?
Yeah.
I've been taking notes over here.
Take them. Right. I see it. You have.
All right.
At brunch?
I've always wondered this question. Why would your grandma and her friend be going to this particular funeral? Because it's like you have to be some really like, yo, we about to go. Like that was their hobby. Was it their hobby to just go like funeral hopping?
That's what black people do.
It's a small town, bro.
It's a small town.
Yeah.
Dinner plates afterwards. It's usually like a pass on the other side of that.
Oh, because Juanita might be cooking. I got you.
Might be.
That's it.
I was wondering.
Juwan, what you got? What was your scariest or craziest ghost situation?
All right. So we went to a location in Cleveland, Ohio. It was this place called the House of Wheels. It's like it's actually like, so it started as a Masonic lodge and it was built to harness energy. And then from then it became the largest Black funeral home during the Civil Rights Movement in Cleveland. And then now it's owned by the leader of the Satanic movement in Cleveland. So there's just like, there's a lot of energy surrounding the location. We went to investigate. Marcus didn't want to go in due to like the demonic and satanic presence of the building. Dalen and I kicked off the investigation and I had a moment in one of the rooms. It was very psychedelic. Like I felt like I was it's weird to say out loud because like it sounds crazy, but I don't want to label it as that. It's just I felt like I looked through a wall, but then when I got up on that wall, it was just a mirror. And like, if anybody knows anything about mirrors in the paranormal space, they say they can be portals. And it was just really tough for me to articulate it, explain, and understand what I was really going through in that moment. But when I say it was like transparent, like I felt like I was looking at the wallpaper in the other room. And it was really weird. I was extremely hysterical. I couldn't tell Dalen in the scene afterwards. Like I just couldn't get it out. And it's really tough to like figure out because it wasn't anything creepy. It wasn't like I saw a ghost. It wasn't like something touched me. It was like this mental, like abstract, like unfamiliarity that I was like trying to figure out. And that is what was scary for me. Because it was like, yo, my mom was playing tricks on me. You know what I mean?
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, you know what's interesting?
Halloween fellow on the weekend.
Yeah, what's interesting is I'm reading comments and Bree J says like the spirits, they're dead, so it's not like they can harm you, and that is so the farthest thing from being true.
What?
Yeah, like I remember us going to we in Haunted House Guests. We met this lady who there was a demonic spirit in her house, and she was literally she was in the restroom of her house, and she had a mirror, an old mirror, linked up against the sink. So bent backwards, linked up against the sink. This mirror stood up on its own and shattered, right? So a shard of glass came from the mirror and it hit her knee and cut all the way down to her ankle and it hit an artery. She died. Like they had to rush her to the hospital. She almost bled to death.
No.
Literally, it came from this exploding mirror that sat up on its own and just broke. And a shard flew out and hit her leg. Like I'm like, this stuff be serious.
And if y'all want to like back that story up, that's on the Wedding Cake House episode where it talks about that. Like, these joints is like really crazy out here. I mean, they may not necessarily be able to. I don't know if they, like you said, no one really truly knows the science of like the paranormal. So like, like. We really can't like say what is the truth, what isn't the truth. You know, everybody has to actually be open to experience it. I myself, I wasn't open to experience it. Like I said before, I was always focused on like, I was really, really religious. So I wasn't into the like exploring anything paranormal. I just really wanted to know the afterlife of like just going to heaven. I ain't trying to fuck with hell, just going straight to heaven. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when we came to this, it was just very eye-opening to see like there's other energies, other like things that are unexplainable that happen. And you can kind of like drown it out in real life, but in actual life, that joint's there. You know what I'm saying? Because there be times where we have it's funny, like every black person say they don't believe in ghosts. But then after they watch the episode, they come up and see us in the airport. Like I was at the TSA, and somebody's like, "Hey, what's up, Marcus from the Ghostbusters?" I said, "Oh, what's up, bro?" He just pat me down and like, "Hey, man, listen. Every time I go down in the basement, I smell Black and Miles, and that's my Uncle Cephas. I know that nigga down there. Every time. You be experiencing that, brother? Oh, you can go ahead. You know what I'm saying? It was just crazy because like black folks act like they don't believe. But there's been times where you be like, what the heck just happened? And I ain't going to tell my auntie. I ain't going to tell my cousin. I ain't going to tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be the crazy one. So it's crazy. Yeah, we do be cleansing ourselves up.
Yeah. So to that point, Ivy had a question. What do you guys do to cleanse yourself after your adventures?
Prayer and supplication.
There it is. I think a lot of it is preventive. We try to be preventive as well. So we go in prayed up. Every investigation we go into, we protect ourselves with prayer. We pray before the actual investigation, and it's like, yo, this isn't for TV. Like this is for us. Like they don't really film it, but we're like, yo, we don't really care because this is important. But there's other protective measures like black tourmaline people put out to kind of put a protective shield. But sage has been working, I guess. Palo Santo, just different ways that we've used to cleanse.
Did you talk to Paulo the other day?
Yeah, he hit my line.
Okay, because I was Santo.
So we need to leave.
Who is Paulo? He a ghost?
Palo Santo just sound like a hood dude you met in the hood, like always like, yeah, Palo Santo just sound like, hey, that's my partner, Palo Santo.
I thought it was a
ladies, I want to introduce you to my homeboy, Palo Santo.
He a little shy.
And then Palo Santo come out like.
Bree J is in the comments giving suggestions and advice on Ghost. She says, I believe in ghosts in all spirit form. They exist. Greet them and ask them why they are present. Would you guys do that? Ghost Brothers, is this good advice?
Yeah, so we tell people all the time, man, ghosts were once people too. So like people ask, why do we treat them the way that we do? Like we treat them just like anybody we would treat anybody living. So you go in, you be respectful, and like you greet them. We tell them our name. Like we really try to treat these spirits as if they was really, really in front of us. And I think that's why we get such interesting responses, because we take that type of approach. We're not like the other shows where we go in being aggressive. Because I look at it like we're coming in their space. You wouldn't want somebody coming into your house slamming doors, cussing, screaming, yelling. So you just like everybody else, and you be like, we have ran into negative spirits, but none of us have been hurt. So I feel like as long as we keep our energy positive, man, that stuff crazy, because like we know all of y'all, like everybody in the comments, Tiffany Bostic, man, everybody, all these people, Kyla, we know y'all. So it's like y'all really know us, like the real us, like since 2002. So it's like I know y'all looking at it like, man, is that stuff real? I them boys is out here playing around trying to get a check. Listen, I'm telling y'all, like we did not know.
It's a little bit of both.
It's a little bit of column A.
Now listen, how am I able to afford the turtlenecks? I cannot afford the turtlenecks on 9 Ghost Brother affluence. Streams of revenue, Black entrepreneurship.
Yeah, but the whole point was like we didn't know what we were getting ourselves into, so we got into it with an open mind. So we went into it wanting to tell people that this stuff was fake. Like we had no greater joy but to disprove this whole genre, but we can't. Not now. Shit, all the shit we done seen.
Well, we want to take this time to thank you for being guests of the first episode of the Marcus. You got something to say?
I got so many notes. I was listening to what movie I would watch. I am Martin, so I can rock any HBCU outfit now. Okay. I got Survivor's Remorse hits different because now we get money and it does hit different now.
Ooh,
and me and Jawan worked on Survivor's Remorse. That's how we became linked up. Color Purple is a crazy ass movie.
You really did take notes.
I've been sipping in this green room.
Oh,
Boomerang.
He flipped the page.
Definitely, Best Man Holiday is definitely not a holiday movie.
Okay.
But people do die in real life.
Oh my God, these notes. I can't.
What else you got? Anything else?
I am now open to being recruited to be an honorary alumni of all HBCUs.
Okay.
I'm doing a homecoming documentary when we come back.
when we come back. Okay.
And my last thing was, I already asked it. Why was Dalen's grandmother always at this damn funeral home? God, go do something. You ain't gotta take this 7-year-old to no damn funeral that you don't know the nigga from. He trying to kill himself.
Well, I feel like since Marcus got to tell his movie that changed his life as an adult, I want to say mine too.
Okay. Go for it.
I think mine would be Friday, because after looking back at Friday, I realized that these niggas was about to get killed over $200.
$200,
and it was a whole bunch of grown folks couldn't scrounge together $200.
And his niggas wouldn't even do it for him. His mama, you know how bad his mama would have felt that she let her son get shot up over $200.
$200.
Okay. It was $100. He had $100.
No, it was $100. It was $100.
He had $100. No, he had $100, and he needed $200. All he needed to do was ask the 5 people he was interacting with for $20.
He kept trying to go for $100. So black folks always ask for a dub and not $100, because black folks never have $100. You gotta get you can owe several people a dub, so you don't get your ass shot up.
Jawan, what was your movie, real quick?
Honestly, that Friday joint, that Friday joint hit different. But I would have to say The Wood.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about it? What about
it?
Because she let Terry hit, and you know he don't look better than you.
Yeah.
Bro, and I know I look better than that.
And you know he don't look better than me.
It was like,
take me out.
yo, you let that nigga Terry bone,
Take
and I know I look better than him.
I know.
And I
I
know
I look better than him.
Bro, that boy said, man, he was grabbing booties. He was doing all that. It was just like a retrospective moment for us. It was like a retrospective moment for me. Like you look back and be like, damn, that was really like my childhood.
Yeah.
That was really like my childhood.
I've heard someone mention The Wood. I've clearly had this conversation. Did you talk about it before, Brittany?
Probably because I used to say The Wood was my favorite Black movie before 11 Basketball. And y'all played me, I think. Y'all were like, The Wood? I wasn't expecting that. I love that movie.
I thought you were going to say The Brothers.
See, that's your type of movie. That's the difference. I love The Wood and you... Sorry, Taria and I have this battle with what we watch. I think she has horrible taste in film and TV.
Okay, hold on. That's not fair. Before you throw shade, can I just say that my sister and I think she's watching. We have
she just brought in her sister.
Exactly.
I did.
I got family here too.
We have an affinity for watching Black movies. Like
more like C, D.
B and C Black movies. We know they're bad. We know they're bad.
Okay.
But it's just something about them. Like I be rooting for these characters. Like
Maria's favorite channel is Urban Moving Channel. Y'all heard of Urban? Oh, they rebranded.
All Black.
This is about the third chapter.
Yes.
That's it, Daylon. That's it. She loved it.
The third chapter.
The third one.
The third one. We didn't have enough money behind us, so we got like 6 to 10 different producers on it.
Yeah.
But this one gonna hit because it's a good story behind it.
Because it's 3. Because it's the third one.
It's a trait.
Yeah. Neil and I pop up. We talk about all the current new, good stuff.
I watched those too, by the way. I watched those too.
A few. And Taria come up and like, did y'all see this movie on the Urban Movie Channel? We're like, nah, we ain't watching that.
Last thing, can I tell y'all why I'm the only one?
All right, Natalie, I'm gonna watch it.
I know. Only reason why I got a turtleneck on is because I didn't go to HBCU, and this is how I assume every HBCU brother dresses. Okay. So I always. So listen. No, think about this. Every time y'all gone to a brunch, and the one brother who didn't go to the HBCU always is overdressed because he think y'all dress like that all the time.
Okay. As you can see now, Marcus, they don't. Look at him. Look at them. There they are.
Food for thought.
Oh God. Well, okay. Thank y'all. We really, really appreciate y'all being the first guest of our show. This interview was great.
Cheers to the Ghost Brothers.
If you haven't already, please watch The Fright Club on Discovery Plus. Follow the Ghost Brothers, Jawan, Daylon, and Marcus. Thank you.
I got it over here.
Daylon got it.
This part of the show is called The Let Out. So we bringing everybody back. So please bear with the shenanigans.
And we got a new person down there.
It's our social media. It's our social media correspondent, Lindsay, bringing her in, thanking her for
thank you, Lindsay.
In the comments.
Lindsay's been talking to y'all in the comments.
Y'all know Phil is super drunk now because he's been in that green room
for sure.
I'm over here like this. Like, Lord, what's going on?
Shout out to DJ Lynn.
Where Will is. Will's still having breakfast.
Right.
LA time.
Right.
I tried not to get too lit. Yo, this is a great show, y'all. Oh, it was a wonderful show. I loved it.
The
show was great.
Yes, good show.
Thank y'all.
And this is where we talk in the parking lot for 30 minutes.
This is right. We're calling the Ubers. We're calling the Ubers.
Uber's on the way.
You going to Waffle House after?
No, we trying to figure out the next play. Like, where's the nigga for the day party at?
I just want to say shout out to Daylon and Jawan. Yeah. They don't remember this, but once we're about to get in a fight on the promenade.
Will
take them out.
Just think about it. Think about it.
No. This is Clark Unity.
Take them out.
Daylon and Jawan saw us about to get into something on the promenade and definitely stepped up. Like, hey, I don't know what this is, but
what year was this? This
was like 07. I'm not. 06. I'm not gonna get into the specifics of it, but I was
JT
saying,
there.
yes, yes, JT was there. It was, but I always loved JT, Jawan and Dalen because there was no question. It was a CAU thing, and that's why I love CAU. They just stepped in. It was like a smooth transition. It was like,
Jawan, are you okay now? Like, I mean, Will said he's cool, but.
No, they were going to fight with us. We did not actually get into a physical confrontation, but it was just a moment of CAU unity and forever. Those brothers, you know what I mean? No, not violence. There was no violence. No violence. Non-violent. We are non-violent brothers, but I'm saying those brothers just stepped in without question, and that's one of those things that I will always respect, and I love what they're doing with the Ghost Brothers. Shout out to Marcus, our honorary CAU alum.
Yeah, Marcus, they sent you a hoodie.
Hilarious, man.
Where my hoodie at?
Bishop Marcus, we got to get you a hoodie. We got to get you some CAU paraphernalia.
I did graduate from ITC. I got my year doc, and I got my year doc, which is the year doc degree that you get if you spend 3 months there. Year doc, you say year doc after everything.
That's crazy. So you knocked down a girl from ITC. That's crazy.
Okay.
Can I plug something right quick? You mind?
I'm saying.
Yeah, go for
it. Friends.
Oh, Philip wanted to say something really quick.
If you guys don't mind. So,
sure.
you guys, I really appreciate you guys supporting my radio show, Phil and Friends, on WHCR 90.3 FM, The Voice of Harlem. My best friend Ivy is in the chat. Ivy came on the show last year. She talked about her story from grief to victory, having challenges, having miscarriages, preterm labor in 5 months. Thankfully, she has a healthy one month-year-old boy named King, handsome little guy. What she didn't tell us. So she's coming on the show next week, but what she didn't tell us during that time, during high-risk pregnancy, that her husband abandoned her and had an affair with her coworker. So she's coming on the new season of Phil and Friends. So really, the story really is about the triumph of Black women and just being a strong Black woman. And she told me I could say that, you guys. So
okay,
she told me I could say it. I already asked her.
Okay.
Yeah, she told me, I wouldn't do my best friend like that.
I didn't have to have permission. I was like,
I had her permission, but it's going to be a really good show.
I was looking for the button.
She told me. She put it in the chat. I let them know. But she has a really great story. And she's doing really well, y'all.
Shout out to Ivy.
That was what I had.
Shout
that was
out
what
to
I had. Like I was about to ask, what's next? What's next on the menu? What do you have next? What does everybody have on next? Philip already started with telling us what he has next. So everybody tune in to Phil and Friends. Philip, when is the first episode?
The first episode, it's going to air like this, but it'll be live. It's every Sunday at 12 noon. But I have my website coming on and everything, so you guys can check out all the shows. And I'm having everybody on. Ghost Brothers. Dana told me a long time ago that Ghost Brothers coming on. So everybody else coming on. So I really appreciate it.
Good. All right. Who else? Will, what's next for you? What's next on your plate?
I am actually building a new campus. So I'm building a college campus in Pasadena, California. We are partnering with my high school, John Muir High School, Jackie Robinson's high school also. And we are opening a new campus there. And so fall 2021, we are looking to launch and really trying to solidify this partnership to create a satellite HBCU on the West Coast. That is the work that I'm deeply engaged in. Just want to say thank you to my wife. She's a CAU alum also. So
hey,
Shauna allows me to do all of these things and just is an amazing woman as she is completing her master's degree. And shout out to August and Ellington Sims, my children. And yes, I will be finishing my doctorate this year. So Dr. William Sims loading summer 2021.
Doctor
Will, your plate is full.
I'm blessed.
I love it.
I love it. I'm blessed.
All right. Camille, what's next on your plate?
Well, Will should have went last.
First of all,
that is not cool. But just trying to stay as creatively inclined as I can. Just keep your girl in prayer. I have some things in the works that are taking a little longer than I thought they would, but every day just trying not to give up and keep going because I think about it, every single day, and that means I'm supposed to be doing it.
That's right.
I know this is very broad, but until it's ready, it'll be ready, or to be in the process of getting ready. So just keep you in prayer. And thanks you all for having me. This was so much fun. I think it was more fun than I thought it was going to be.
Yes.
Crazy.
Everybody go follow Camille on Instagram so you can be fly. Like
Let's go. Seriously.
Okay.
My jacket.
Tell us about your jacket.
So 1988, y'all know what it is?
Yes.
So cute. I want one.
It was made by Tisa Monet.
Hey.
Class of 06. Right now she's making shea butter. So this might be like her side thing. She got to be in the mood to do it. But it's dope. And I love it. So
shout out.
Shout out. Yeah. All right, Marcus. What's next on your plate? Oh Lord.
Jesus.
Flip the page.
I know. Go to the bottom of the page.
His note. Check off what you did already.
As an honorary member, this is right here. As an honorary member of ITC and CAU, I would have blessed Will's endeavors. I would have blessed Ivy. I would have blessed Camille. Yes. I would have blessed the Ghost Brothers. Oh,
yeah.
This.
Yeah.
All right. You get it.
Oh my goodness.
No, not the tapping of the screen.
Okay. He was blessing them.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
I need that.
That's it. Okay. I can't. But thank y'all for having me. This has been extremely fun. Connecting with you guys. I always have a great time with my bros, Dalen and Juwan. Like, these are my brothers. They're gonna walk me to the grave if I go before them. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys have been some people who've like introduced me into like wealth. And I just really want to give a shout out to Dalen for always being a dope entrepreneur and everything that he does. Jawan always being, very focused and a disciplined man. That's taught me a lot. And the things that I have coming up right now is I'm actually the sideline reporter for fan control football called FCF, the new football league. I'm the sideline reporter. Also do 2 shows called Deep Fade and another one called Talking About Practice. Our dope show called Fright Club is out on Discovery Plus right now, so you guys can go check that out. Instagram, the Marcus Harvey, and ITC grad and alum, Dr. Third Good Jack.
Thank you, Marcus.
So Deep Fade is about haircuts because it really sounds like you're an undercover fighter.
Wait. One more thing. I'm sorry. I cannot. I'll be the dumbest guy to not mention that I have the only Black-owned art gallery and barbershop in the world.
Yeah,
it's called the Musa Layer. It's called the Musa Layer. You guys can go follow that right now. THE.
Shout out to Kellen.
Yes. No. That's not it. No. I'm sorry about that. No. This is all us. It's all me. I've always been that. No.
All right.
Oh my God! Listen,
it's that serious.
We've got
shout out. No shout out.
Crazy.
Look at that.
It's Marcus Harvey. I've been doing this since I've been doing this since. No, real talk. Like, sometimes things don't work out.
That's all good.
All love.
All love. But no,
Black excellence.
My joint. Yes, this is definitely Black excellence. Come check us out. We have over $250,000 worth of art in there.
Oh, wow.
We have nothing but dope artists. We have 6 artists. It's dope, man. Just come see Black excellence, man.
In Atlanta.
Really done.
In Atlanta.
West Marietta Street. Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, cool.
Dang, that was real like that, wasn't it?
It got weird. I love it, but it got weird.
We do that.
Moving on.
We're gonna embrace the moment.
We're in the parking lot.
Let out. This is really like homecoming though, because people resolve a lot of stuff at homecoming. People like, hey, bro, I didn't know it was like that, and it wasn't no disrespect. I just want to clarify that it was. Hey.
They are about to turn on the stadium lights.
You don't have to go home, but you have to get the.
All right, Juwan, what's next on your plate?
Come on, Brittany.
We got
Sorry. I'm sorry, Joanne. My bad, Joanne.
Wow.
What? Well, you have no reason to apologize, bro.
Y'all know the story.
Oh my God,
bro, you have no reason to apologize, man. Share your truth, and I think
Marcus is the barber with a gun in his station.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's right underneath the cape. You saw him come on this joint with a do-rag.
A 38. Marcus got a dirty 38 in his station.
Hey, keep it clean for the families. Keep it clean for the families.
Please.
I'm sorry.
Juwan. Everybody let Juwan tell us what's next on his plate.
We got we mentioned Fight Club. We're in production of another show as well.
Wow.
And it's going to be an investigative show similar to the other Ghost Brothers series that you guys may be familiar with. Dalen and I have a clothing line called Loren Spratt. It's upscale made-to-measure menswear. So we do weddings, we do personal wardrobe, we do tuxedos, suits, dress shirts. Please, by all means, reach out. We can get you suited. And we love to interact with our people. So I look forward to suiting all of you. Another thing that I have going is honestly, this journey to consciousness, if I can be honest and share this with y'all. Like, it's just about being able to walk in a particular light. And I have this thing that I've been kind of coining is Join Juwan, and I've been trying to figure out what that looked like. And right now, for me, the way I've been able to define it is just a journey to consciousness. So it's a new thing, and it's something I'm really trying to define and work through. But this particular platform allowed me to feel comfortable to share it and kind of
Absolutely.
speak it into existence. So please follow me on social media and in life as I walk it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited
Really
to watch
Juwan.
that.
Yeah, absolutely.
We
Juwan.
both got ITC. We both majoring. Both of us. There's two of us.
And on a high note, man, I know everybody on this call loves South Beach. If you guys are ever in Miami, man, I have a restaurant on Washington Avenue. It's a Harold Shrimp and Chicken.
Come on, Harold.
It's on Washington Avenue, right on South Beach, and 13th and Washington. So please check it out. We are new. We opened last year, right before the pandemic, and then obviously we had to kind of shut down due to like everything that happened. But we're trying to fight back, and I would love y'all's support as we do so. So if you're ever in Miami, please check it out. Harold Shrimp and Chicken. That's on 13th and Washington. So
congratulations, man.
Hey.
Juwan, is the mouth sauce legit? Is the mouth sauce legit?
Oh, absolutely, 100%, 100%. I want mild sauce. I want salt and pepper. You got to give me all that. You know,
all
what I mean?
right.
If you're from Chicago, you know what we talk about.
Okay.
All right, Dalen.
Oh,
what's next on your plate?
No, I think they pretty much said everything. You know, like Marcus and Juwan both said, we have Fright Club airing now, and then we have our new show, which is the investigative show, airing in the next couple of months. Nice. And this Tuesday, so I partnered up with this fitness company called iFit, and I'm a fitness guide. Can't be called a trainer because I'm not certified, nor am I, but I am a fitness guide. And my job is I linked up with this company called iFit, and they provide content for all the NordicTrack treadmills in the world, right? So you get a NordicTrack treadmill, and you can watch a series that I do called Haunted by You, and another show that launches Tuesday called Exploring the Abandoned. So while you're walking on these treadmills, you could watch me giving you a tour. It's crazy.
So cool, man.
Let's go. Yeah, it's really
cool. I'm proud of y'all.
Yeah. Appreciate it. So yeah, that airs Tuesday. So if you go to any Planet Fitness, hop on an NordicTrack treadmill, you can catch our new series, Exploring the Abandoned, Tuesday.
Awesome. And we just all bought a brick, so you know we coming up. We all bought a brick. So you know, come holler at us if you know something real quick, homie.
Congratulations on your engagement, Dalen.
Thank you, Ed. I appreciate it.
Congrats.
Shout out. Welcome to the club, my boy. Welcome to the club.
Hey, man, I'm trying to be like
championship.
It's a blessing. Listen.
That's some CA you love too.
Any advice? Any advice?
Happy wife, happy life. Just say yes.
All you gotta do is
be obedient. They know more than us.
Here it is.
Hey, bro. hey, Dalen, your life gonna turn up as a result of having a wife. Like, as soon as I got linked up with Christina, man, like my life went all the way up. The stock rose. Everything was formulated correctly.
Bro, it's already gone up. It's already.
Yeah, I see.
It's already.
We up, baby.
Yeah, we up.
Amen.
Yo, that was great.
Can I say, Will, bro? I just want to just give you a shout out, man. Just watching your growth. Like, we were some knuckleheads in school, bro. 100%, and just kind of seeing like where you are now in life, man. I was listening to you during the panel segment, and I was like, bro, my man has come a long way, and I just wanted to go ahead and share that with you, my man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I will tell you, it is all a testament to my family, like having the right partner, and these two kids that God blessed me with. Tremendously grateful, and then just the village that I have. To Neil, Brittany, Taria, Phil, all of you all have pushed me to become a better person. So I appreciate that, and just like you said, it's you wake up to new things, and you have to respond. When you are given the knowledge, you have to respond to it. So grateful for all of that, and CAU is definitely the foundation of it. So.
Blessings. And always keep God first, you guys, because if you don't put God first, ain't nothing gonna work out. All right.
Yes. Yeah, tell him Phil. And I know Phil's got to run, and
I gotta go.
He got to run, so he'll drop off. We're almost finished, guys. I just one last thing to say to you. Have you donated to your HBCU or your institution this month? Donate. Dalen.
Some money. Y'all better donate.
Hey, Dalen, donate those dividends. Donate those investment dividends.
That's right, Michelle. I see.
That's right. That's right. We all sitting here talking about, and just so happens all of us, not all of us, Marcus, you honorary, but we went to, this illustrious institution that we love so much. Give them a couple coins, and then those in the comments. Wherever you went, if you didn't go to CAU, go give your institution a couple coins. This is all about.
Hey, y'all should partner with Steve Canal. If y'all partner with Steve Canal, they have that app that you can kind of donate like change from your bank account to HBCUs of your choice.
Oh, come on, Marcus, you better tell us about it.
Yeah, that's
yes. Every little bit counts, guys. So that's what we want to encourage throughout this whole process is. Donate.
So one more toast to our first show. Everyone raise your glasses.
This got to be orange juice.
It happened.
This is the first show.
Hey guys, we got a special message from from who? We do.
Oh yeah, we do.
We have a special message, guys. Look at it.
We did it, Joe.